would not allow the session to resume unless the government provides the much-promised amount of 200,000 rupees to the earthquake victims. Prime Minister Oli had reached the Parliament to speak about the progress of the earthquake reconstruction process. However, the Prime Minister's address to the Parliament was also cancelled due to the obstruction. The government has been saying that it would not be able to provide 200,000 rupees upfront to the earthquake victims due to legal hassles. The parliamentary meeting has been put off until Sunday. And it's now time for our segment Public Pulse, where USMS asks your opinion. But before that, here's a look at the results from yesterday's polls. Yesterday it asks you, why has agriculture produce not improved despite an increase in the budget? And here's a snapshot of the results. Only 2% vote for option A, budget inaccessible to farmers, 2% for B, depending on monsoon, and 96% for C, lack of commercial farming. Here's today's question. What is causing delay in earthquake reconstruction? Options are A, politicization, B, inefficient NEA, and C, no sensitivity towards victims. The voting for the question is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send to 8080 to share your opinion with us. And time now for yet another short break for more news. Now, some impact is also being seen in Nepali forex and gold market after the UK decided to exit from the European Union. Nepal Rashtra Bank had set the exchange rate for $1 US at 107 rupees 96 paisa earlier today. However, US dollars were exchanged at the rate of 109 rupees 3 paisa in the market earlier this morning. The rate improved over the day and stabilized at 108 rupees 90 paisa. Meanwhile, the price of gold saw a surprising increment by 3,000 rupees and reached 59,000. The impact in Nepali market was seen after the price of gold increased in global market because of fluctuations in share and forex market as the consequence of UK's decision to exit from the European Union. Gold was traded at $1,300 per ounce in the international market in the morning. After fluctuations, the price of gold during the day was $1,312 per ounce. Federation of Nepal Gold and Silver Dealers Association says the price of gold and silver in the Nepali market on the basis of Japan's metal market and India market, which opens at 10:15 in the morning. And time now for the sport update.
Sports news.
The Brazilian government has decided to set aside $850 billion for the development of sports infrastructure and security for the upcoming Rio Olympics. This has provided some relief to the Olympic officials who are concerned over the security and infrastructure for the Games following the government's declaration of bankruptcy. After talks with interim President Michel Temer, Law Minister Alexandre de Marios assured the media that security for Olympics had been stepped up. Safety issues were highlighted after a shooting took place in the city's mid-region where one Australian citizen was robbed. Rio's mayor, Eduardo, said that 8,500 security personnel had been deployed. Officials have said that the Brazilian government is ready to welcome visitors for the Rio Olympics with full security measures. The Olympic Games are scheduled to begin from 5th of August with a total of 28 events in 306 categories. And before we wrap up, here is a reminder of the main stories. David Cameron steps down after UK's vote to leave the EU. Referendum sends shockwaves throughout the world markets. No immediate negative effects on Nepal. Parliamentary proceedings obstructed today as well as main opposition Nepali Congress demands distribution of 200,000 rupees to the earthquake victims. And Brazilian government decides to set aside $850 million for sports infrastructure and security for the upcoming Rio Olympics. And that's all for the moment. Up next is the Nepali News Bulletin. Keep watching Gandhapur Television. Good night.